Okay, now we're going to go into the basics of your inbox, which is a critical part of your EHR. So let's get right into it. So if you click on your inbox here, it will open up the inbox, also known as the workflow. In this instance, I have two screens on mine. On the left, I have appointments, and it'll be for the provider listed here. On the right, I have tasks, and those will be for the person who's actually signed into the account. If you'd like to change this, if you're a clinical staff member, for instance, and you're using the patient portal and you're receiving and sending emails, you will right-click on the blue bar, select Window Configuration, and select a way you'd like this configured. For example, if you want to have the three-pane windows like this, to have your inbox below, you can have it listed like that and select Patient Portal there. And then any emails will come in from the patient here. Since I'm a provider, I don't usually get emails. They come to my clinical staff, so I like to leave it like this. Now, if you prefer to have it up and down like this, you can do it this way as well. It's however you like to do it. Most providers have found it best to be operating left to right. All right, so we'll go with the left button first. You'll see a cogwheel here, and as usual, a cogwheel stands for settings. If you click on the settings, you'll be able to refresh your appointments at any time. You can toggle this on and off to show canceled appointments. If it's checked, you'll be able to see canceled appointments, which will show a red strike through the canceled appointments. If you prefer not to see those, you can uncheck that. The preferences, you'll want to make sure that you've selected refresh appointments every 1 minute so that this will automatically refresh your window without having to refresh it yourself. Make sure today's date is selected. It will be on when you sign in. And then make sure that you've selected the appropriate provider or providers that you'll be working with for that day to make sure you'll be able to see everyone listed. Okay. And you'll be able to see the patient appointments here in a day when you normally have appointments. I don't have any today, and I'm not going to create a video with patient health information listed. So when you get to an actual visit, we'll go through it in person on how to review and appreciate the provider schedule. Okay, on the right, this is where you'll be working out of most of the time. This is going to be your tasks, which is things such as telephone calls, referrals, lab orders, multiple things come in here. So we'll go over a few different ideas of how that works. First of all, again, the cogwheel up here is for settings. You can refresh at any time. I recommend unchecking these three items: completed tasks, deleted tasks, or tasks assigned to someone else, just to keep your inbox clean and you can just see the tasks that are assigned to you and are uncompleted. So again, recommended keeping these unchecked. The preferences, again, you'll want to make sure the time out is every 1 minute, which means it's going to refresh every minute, and the rest you'll leave the way that it's defaulted. And then you want to make sure you've selected the appropriate person to view tasks for. Now, this is not going to be your provider. This is going to be you. So your name should be listed here if you have this option. Okay. So let's go over briefly how a task is created. One way you can create a task is to just add a task down here at the bottom. You'll see this new task window comes up. You can select a due date from this drop down here. It shows a calendar. Priorities can be listed like this, and you'll see these different icons next to your tasks here to let you know if they're high, normal, or low priorities. You can type in any subject you like, a description. You can pick who this task is assigned to by clicking here, and these tasks can be assigned to groups like this. You'll notice the groups have multiple people, and then they'll have a plus symbol, and you can expand or contract the groups. Individuals are listed only by name. So if you decide you want to send it to a group, you can select the group by left-clicking, click Add Users, and it will add everyone there. If you want to clear that off, or if you want to remove individual people, you can do it by clicking Remove Individual People or clearing the list. In a similar way, if you click here, you can add the user individually. Okay? Then once you've picked someone who you're going to send the task to, You may want to link it to a patient chart, so you'll click select if you want to link a patient chart, and you'll search through the patients with this search or the lookup window as we showed before. And then when you're completed, you'll click add, and that's all you have to do. So for example, I'm going to select a fake patient here, and you can see this patient selected. We're going to select a high priority task. We're going to say needs meds. Okay. And if I don't pick anyone to assign it to, it's going to assign it to myself. And you'll see now I have a task here. It's a high priority task. This symbol indicates that it is a task that has been accepted automatically because it came to me and I created it myself. There are no other hands here on this symbol, so it indicates that it was a task generated through this add symbol. You'll see this is unchecked because it hasn't been completed. Here's the due date, the patient, the subject, and then the description here. So once you've completed this task, you can either double click it to look at it, and then when you're completed with it, you can check it, and if you refresh, you'll see that it goes away from your inbox. So you've completed that task. So that's the basics of your inbox. Again, you can toggle it by clicking on and off this button here with left click. And to make this your home base, you can go to Tools, Preferences, select Initial Module as Workflow, Apply, and OK. And then anytime that you come in from another area or close a patient chart, for example, your inbox will pop up. So it'll be your home base. So we'll go into more details about tasking when we go into individual items such as phone calls and that sort of thing. But this gives you a little bit of the basics on your inbox and workflow. If you have any questions, comment below. And next we'll get into how to start a patient encounter for a telephone call.